저희 모르겠어요.
파이브 그룹 파이브. 아, 수정에서 가서 얘기하고 따주시죠.
여기 담겨져 있는데.
그러니까. 이미 우리가 말하는
You guys have,
진짜? 저요?
didn't you already give the PPT?
But I correct my PPT slide, so can I change this?
So this one, delete.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, look. Bottom, forward. Top, back. Okay, this one don't need. Okay, let's go. We already wasted 10 minutes. Let's go.
Hello everyone, my name is Suzy. I am going to talk about mechanical engineering. We will explain in 3 parts. First part is famous people in mechanical engineering. Second part is historical events related to mechanical engineering. And third part is inventions and discoveries in mechanical engineering. There are many great inventors in the world. I will introduce 4 of them. Have you ever heard of Carl Benz? The first automobile inventor was named Carl Benz. He was from Germany and he was major in mechanical engineering. He built experience in factory and he built Benz automobile. I'd like to look at John Mosibera. He was British scientist who invented television. He was British scientist who was invented television. He was successful in projecting the first television statue in his laboratory. He went to the Daily Express to promote the first success. But the editor of the newspaper told his staff, please go to the front desk and drive the crazy guy out there. He built the machine that he could see without wirelessly. Maybe he was holding laser blade. Be careful. Moving on to Percy Spencer. Percy Spencer was invented microwave by accident. He was working at his laboratory as usual. He brought out the chocolate bar in his pocket and he found that the chocolate bar melted away. If he don't think about it casual, today's microwave could seen at least few decades later, but he think about it carefully and microwave is invented. Next person is Antonio Mucci. Uh, Most people think that the person who invent the telephone is Bell, but the actual inventor was Antonio Mucci. Mm, there was no enough money to obtain a patent for a telephone for the Paul Mucci, so Bell obtained the patent for telephone. Antonio Mucci sued it, but Bell won the suit. Only recently, Antonio Mucci was officially recognized the inventor for telephone. Next, Konu introduce you to historical events related to mechanical engineering.
Good afternoon, my name is Gonu Che. The next issue I'd like to show you is historical events related to mechanical engineering. There are many events that influence to mechanical engineering. But do you know CA program? I think the appearance of CA program is the most important events in the history of mechanical engineering. First of all, CA program makes the development process of mechanical engineering so efficient and financial. Before it comes out, when we want to check the product, we must make it directly and see it with our eyes. It's so troublesome work. So we invent the CA program. With this, when we want to check the product, what we have to do is turn on the computer and get into the data into computer and get information from the screen. It's so simple. We can get information fast and straightforwardly. In other words, we can save the cost and time that make the product directly. Moreover, it can give us more detailed information. This information contains heat, structure, cost analysis, piece phenomenon analysis. What does it mean? This information is what we can't see. We mechanical engineers need to design the product stably. With this information, we can design the product systematically, organizationally, and stably. Then we can decrease the trial error and expect the result about ripple effect or side effect with this information. When the development and analysis is finished, the CA program can help us yet. We design and analyze this on file, so when we want to see it again or modify it, we just open the file and modify it. It's so simple that. And besides, it is easy to share. When we work with many coworkers, it is important to share and feedback each other. CA program is computer file, so we can share our idea and feedback each other even if we are not together. so we can design the product completely. And for this picture, CA program is utilized in many ways: car and ship, engine, and so on. So far, I produced about the CA program. Do you have any question or comments?
Do you use the program? Do you use it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Okay.
Thank you for listening. Next, you want to introduce about.
Hello, my name is Yoon Che, and today I'm gonna introduce some inventions that affected mechanical engineering. First, it is water clock. It is invented in Joseon by Young Shin Chang, and its principle is water level. It has a hole that water exits and enters. So water level changes. The gradation is existed in the water clock. So we can measure time by touching them. And it has deep history also. Many years ago, Joseon is not first made water clock. The first is Silla. Many years ago, Silla made the first water clock and water clock club that manages water clock. And so many times passed. In 1398, the Joseon made Gyeongnu, that is national water clock. And after that, so many elaborate developments made the present water clock. Before water clocks are invented, our people measure time by sun's shadow and stars movement. But water clock is only needed water, so it is much comfortable. But it has disadvantage also, because water clock doesn't have alarm function. Human has to monitor the water clock and informs people time. So it isn't perfect. There are always possibilities of error, but it is definitely facts that water clock contribute to modern clocks development and mechanical engineering. And second is steam locomotive. The application of steam engine to the vehicle was attempted in the UK and other countries in last 8th century. But in 84, the Travis station started the steam locomotive running on the iron orbit, and 1324, the Stevens succeeded in steam locomotive, and 1825, the rocker station was successfully commercialized on the world's first railroad, the Stockton Darlington High Railway, and the steam locomotive develops after and develops continuously forever. So presentation is finished. First, Suji introduces past important people that are connected with mechanical engineering, and second, Gonu introduces some historical events that affect affected mechanical engineering, and third, I introduced some inventions that affected mechanical engineering. So there are many factors that are connected with mechanical machine. So if we research these factors more deeply, we can better understand what is mechanical engineering. Questions? No. Thank you for listening.
You guys go sit in the back, and then you guys go sit in the front, okay? Here, give me that. Chain, second, third, second, Unsu, fourth, Minju, first, Wangjin, third. Okay, all right, go ahead, Minju. The clicker's up there.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Minju Kim, and my group will talk about mechanical engineering today. And here is the key points of our speech. I will introduce you the best school to study mechanical engineering, and Hyunji will talk about development of science in the 21st century. And next, Wonji will talk about historical events related to mechanical engineering, and finally, Unso will talk about works and types of mechanical engineering. So let's start to talk about the best school for mechanical engineering, and I choose Imperial College London for this. Before I tell you the reason why, let me introduce Imperial very shortly in case you haven't heard about it. Imperial College London is a science-based institution which has engineering, science, and medicine department, and it is located in South Kensington, Central London, in UK. So, why is Imperial the best school for mechanical engineering? Firstly, it has the best teaching skill and research team. If you see the QS and THE World University ranking, Imperial ranked in 6th and 8th place, which means it has high academic reputation. Also, on the student survey shows that Imperial students are generally pleased with their learning experience, and furthermore, they have the world-leading research team, which make huge impact on different areas of mechanical engineering. And that means professor of Imperial are the authority of that area, and I think it is such a good chance to learn about your major more deeply. And secondly, every student have worries about about after graduation and their future, but most of Imperial students are achieves what they want and success on job findings. Yeah. If you see the pie chart here, about 60% of students are employed after their graduation, and more than 90% within 6 months after graduation. And also, the recent graduate of Imperials are afforded different afford the professional position in different companies such as Jaguar Land Rover, Rolls-Royce, or Mercedes-Benz, or other international institutions such as European Space Agency. And finally, the Imperial is the best place to develop teamwork skill. The teamwork skill is one of the most important aspects of required for engineering. And you might be asked to work with different people from different countries in later. But 52% of current students in Imperial is the international student, and they have so many teamwork projects, activities, or clubs that you can test and develop your teamwork skill with students from the whole world. So, in summary, I say Imperial is the best school for mechanical engineering because they have best teaching skill research team, and you can prepare your future with different opportunity. And finally, it is the best place to develop the international teamwork skill. And this is end of my speech. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for listening. 위에 겹치는.
Hello everyone, my name is Chen. We are living in 21st century and we all feel that engineering skills have improved so much in many areas. I thought how I can express improvement of engineering skills and I decided to present about 5 great inventions in mechanic engineering. So I make a PPT about them, then let's see together. First, Mars of Opportunity and Curiosity Lovers. I think you don't know well about, even though you don't know well about universe or science, you must have listened Mars and Curiosity Lovers. They were used to study soil, rocks, and atmospheric conditions in Mars, and Curiosity was used to assess Mars as human colonization for the future. And finally, Curiosity found water in Martian soil. Second, Three Gorges Dam. It is a dam in China Yangtze River. It is measured more than 2 kilometers and it is the largest power station in the world. More than 1,600 villages have been submerged under the dam. Third, sky crane. Sky crane looks similar with helicopter, but it is used to land rovers on the planet. It uses parachute to douse its velocity, and when the velocity reaches near zero, it cuts a loop and the rovers reaches the planet. Fourth, upgrading of 3D design. You must know about computer-aided software as known as CAD. CAD is not a new thing in 20th century, but 10 to 15 years ago, CAD systems have improved so much. So we can draw everything you want on computer, and with improved CAD system, we can test all conditions prior to production. So it can reduce failure costs, so it can save money a lot. Finally, Grasshopper rocket landing system. It is a reusable launch system. It remains booster reusably, so we don't need to rebuild booster for next time, so we can save money a lot too. These are 5 great inventions in 20th century. But including them, there are many inventions in the world. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions?
Hello, my name is Jojin. I will introduce about historical events related to mechanical, especially about means of transportation. First, steam locomotive. I will these pictures introduce. I explain the first steam locomotive and inventor George Stephenson. George Stephenson was a pioneering railway engineer and inventor of first locomotive named Rocket. Because of his achievement, many countries started to laying railway and constructed steam locomotive. Second, these days everywhere every day many people can see cars on street. Yes, I will introduce. I will introduce the person who invented the first gasoline car. He is called Friedrich Benz, who invented the first practical automobile to be powered by internal combustion engine. By this achievement, many people can get cars these days. Third, airplanes. Many people can travel other countries by airplane. They are Wright brothers. They are first people who can pilot the plane because of engine which are mounted on the plane. By these three historical events make people like to move. These three historical events make our life comfortable to move to move anywhere. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. How are you? I'm fine. My name is Unso. Do you know mechanical engineering? Then how much do you know about mechanical engineering? I think you do not know about you would not know well, so I introduced it. Today I'm gonna talk about kind jobs and works of mechanical engineering. My major mechanical engineering has a large range of occupations, but today I will introduce just 3 of them. Ready? Go. My mechanical engineering major works for companies. There are many companies, for example, together. 현대, 삼성, SK, 두산, LG. Sorry. I want to go to these companies and work for hardly. They manufacture cars, build robots, and make machines. So cool, and I want to go here. Second, they can work for public enterprises. There are many public enterprises in Korea. I want to go here, 한국로봇산업진흥원. And they would be public officials at there. They have stable jobs. I envy them. You too?
Yeah.
Yes. Third, they can work for laboratory. For example, there are robot laboratory, mechanical laboratory, and some others. I want to work for robot laboratory someday. This is this is all of my presentation. So short, but perfect. No. I would sorry. Now, do you know about mechanical engineering?
Yes.
Then I will summary my team's presentation. First, Minju introduced best school to study mechanical engineering. Second, Che introduced 5 great inventions in mechanics. Third, Wonjing talk about historical events related to mechanical engineering or price. Lastly, I introduce works and jobs of mechanical engineering. Okay, do you have any question?
How many women work in mechanical engineering?
18.
우리일까요?
My major?
Yeah,
18.
18. Okay, that's good.
So-
My father was a mechanical engineer, so it's good to see women in the field, and not just men. So good. Wow. That's good. Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Okay. Great job, you guys. Awesome. I did videotape you. Okay, and I also videotaped the Monday What I do is next week I go back and I watch all 5 groups and I compare. I compare all 5 groups, okay? There's too many things, this, that. I can't keep track of everything. There's too much happening all at once, okay? Okay, I'll see you guys Monday. Good luck on your exams, okay? You guys, wonderful job today, wonderful.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,